Hello students, welcome back to your maths class. Today I am taking your new chapter with a new topic, that is application of derivative, which will play a very important role in your examination, final examination. Okay. So students, I am discussing this topic, application of derivative. Let I first discuss a point with you, that is rate of change of bodies, which often we use to study in physics also. So in session 2021, this portion has been removed out, that is rate of change of dependent variable with respect to independent variable. It means rate of change in the bodies, that is rate measure of change in the bodies has been removed out, but we have to take the concept of that before proceeding the tangent and proceeding to tangents and normals. So student, actually what is average change in y, that is dependent variable, when per unit change in independent variable x is denoted by delta y upon delta x. So this is average change in y with respect to x. Okay. Now what is actual rate of change in y when per unit change in x? That actual change you can you can say for this another word, that is instantaneous change, which we already studied in physics also. So that is represented by limiting value of delta y upon delta x and is equal to dy upon dx. So here dy upon dx represent or denotes the actual rate of change in dependent variable with respect to independent variable x, and this is nothing but this is instantaneous change, rate of change in a body. Okay, so this has been removed, but this will useful in discussing the tangents and normal here. That's why I have taken this for a while. Now come to the stand, what is actually the geometrical interpretation of this dy by dx? This is in your syllabus for 2021. Okay, final exam. So geometrical interpretation of this dy by dx is tangents and normals. Let first take one, the tangent. You know, student, in mathematics in class 11 we have already studied about the tangents and normals. So see this graph, geometrical graph, that this is Cartesian coordinate system here. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Let we have a curve y is equal to fx is here given, and a line which is making theta degree angle with positive direction of x-axis touching the curve. This curve y is equal to fx at point p xy here. So this line is called tangent to the curve at point P. Okay, and this is making theta degree with positive direction of x-axis. Then slope of the tangent to the curve y is equal to fx at point pxy is given by tangent theta is equal to dy upon dx at point pxy. This is also called in the language of his gradient of the curve at point pxy. So there are two names of this: slope of the tangent at point P to the curve, and you can say also gradient of the curve at point pxy. Okay, so here you know that theta should not be pi by 2, because theta is not, tan theta is not defined for pi by 2. So what is the question? One question may arise here: if theta is not pi by 2, then it may be other than pi by 2. So here are some points to be noted here. First condition is given here: if tangent is parallel to x-axis at point pxy, then theta is equal to 0. It means if this line is parallel to, if you like this, then theta will be 0, and when theta will be 0, then dy upon dx at point pxy also 0. It means that tan theta will be equal to 0. It means slope at this point p will be 0. Second condition is there: if tangent is parallel to y-axis. It means if tangent is like this, the curve is just like this, and tangent is like this, which is parallel to y-axis at point pxy, then theta will be pi by 2. Obviously, when tangent is like vertical order, vertical way, then theta becomes pi by 2, and then cot theta. And you know that at theta is equal to pi by 2, tan theta is not defined. Then if you will take the reciprocal of tan theta, then this become cot theta is equal to 0. It means reciprocal of dy by dx become dx upon dy at pxy, that will be equal to 0. It means at point P, when tangent is parallel to y-axis, cot theta will be equal to 0. Okay, and these are the two conditions which we have to keep always in our mind. If tangent is parallel to x-axis, then dy by dx is equal to 0. When tangent is parallel to y-axis, then dx upon dy at point P will be equal to 0. These two conditions we have to remember. Okay, always. Then third point is there, if theta is not equal to, if theta is not equal to 0, then anyways I told you that when theta is not equal to 0, then tan theta cannot be 0. Then this is the third condition, that the slope of normal to the curve at point P will be negative reciprocal of slope of tangent at that point P. That is minus 1 upon dy upon dx at point P. So these 3 points are the geometrical interpretation of dy by dx, which is instantaneous change in dependent variable y with respect to independent variable x, and this portion has been removed out, and this portion will be asked in your exam, final exam. Okay, so this you have to keep in your mind. So we will discuss some question regarding tangents and normals and their equations further. Okay, thank you.